So if you have a fantasy manager in your league who's stressed out about Cade Cunningham's up and down American Scream Machine roller coaster production, then this could be your opportunity to send an offer and buy low. Here are the top 5 buy lows for week 3 of the fantasy NBA season. First off, Cade Cunningham. I love Cade Cunningham, especially in Dynasty, right? Listen, Cade is having a very inconsistent start. I have been super high on Cade, and I remain high on Cade. I believe in Cade Cunningham, and I think he will have a great season. And I think long-term for dynasty leagues, he is someone you want to invest in right now while the price is still a little lower. However, these struggles, if he's not on your team, can be an opportunity for you to buy low. So if you have a fantasy manager in your league who's stressed out about Cade Cunningham's up and down American Scream Machine roller coaster production, then this could be your opportunity to send an offer and buy low. Paolo Banchero. Paolo is someone that I was relatively high on for the offseason and the preseason and during draft season, right? But his scoring hasn't been there. He's been putting up numbers in other categories, but specifically for his points, we expected a little bit more from him, right? So Orlando is a young team. They're still trying to kind of find their way in terms of the way they're going to play and also their identity as a squad in the NBA. So I think Paolo's going to be okay, but you got to be patient if you're holding him. If you got a league mate that has him, though, they're probably already panicking and sending offers. You could probably create some kind of a package for them to maybe even send a 2-for-1 so you can bring them back to your squad. Trae Young. I love Trae Young. I'm a big Trae Young fan. I think that, here in the Atlanta area where I reside, like Trae Young has been like a beacon of hope for young people and all of that. But for fantasy this year, he hasn't really been hitting the mark. Not for what we expect. I remember actually like a couple years ago, even like he was like consistently a first round type of producer in points leagues. But these days, it ain't really happening. These days, he's been falling a little short, almost like he's not really reaching his maximum potential in this early part of the season. But I firmly believe that he's going to be okay. He's going to bounce back. He's Trae freaking Young. So that league mate of yours who has him on a team, see if you can send out an offer. Maybe send like a third rounder over who's doing well and see if you could bring Trae Young back to your squad. Jakob Poeltl. Jakob Poeltl was somebody that we were talking about all over the fantasy industry. People were looking at him as one of those kind of late round centers that could kind of fill the gap if you didn't get a Jokic or a Cat or an Adebayo in the earlier rounds, right? But man, he been stinking up the joint. Like honestly, it's been really, really bad, like a bag of farts. It's not happening the way we expected for Jakob Poeltl, but I believe he'll be able to bounce back. And I also think that some people are going as far as even dropping him. I've seen him dropped in 10-team leagues, right? So if you're in a 10-team league, 8-team league, maybe even 12s, you might see him get dropped if people are panicking. But definitely consider seeing if you could create a package to bring Jakob Poeltl to your squad. He's bound to bounce back. Walker Kessler. Walker Kessler is someone that we speak about probably every week on this show. We are on the record for promoting him in the offseason, in the draft season. We believed in Walker Kessler. But I have a lot of Walker Kessler stock. And I have to say, I'm losing faith. I am slowly but surely losing faith. I'm getting worried. He had a couple of decent games in week 2. Week 1 was kind of a wash. You know what I'm saying? So if you have a league member in your league who has Walker Kessler, this will be a good time to buy low. I don't know if the price would get this low, but as a manager, I am concerned with Walker Kessler. I'm confident that he will do better. I don't know if he's going to reach the value of his ADP, though. I don't know if he's going to come back and produce on the level that people actually spent in terms of draft capital. So if you don't have him on your roster, this could be an opportunity to get him on the low while the fantasy manager who has him on the team is panicking.